Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the action of sodium hydroxide with some metallic salts like calcium 2+, Fe2+, Fe3 positive, copper 2 positive, zinc 2 positive, lead 2 positive. Let's start with the first experiment, that is calcium 2 positive salt. So any salt of calcium 2 positive you can take, and in that you can add drop wise the alkali. The alkali here is NaOH, and you can see here the formation of precipitates, that is a cloudiness which you can see. You can observe here. Now students, as we add more alkali, then what do you observe? This is one of the question. As we are doing the excess addition of the alkali, still the precipitates are not soluble. So therefore, in excess of NaOH, the precipitates of calcium 2 positive are insoluble. Let's start with the second salt, that is the salt of Fe2 positive. Any salt you can take, for example ferrous sulfate. Now let's begin with the addition of alkali in Fe2 positive. So what do you observe in the first go? Let's see that. Greenish color is appeared. So the precipitates of Fe2 positive are dirty green in color. Now let's start with the excess addition of alkali. So if we add more alkali, what we can see that the precipitates are still forming. Okay. So there is no solubility seen in this case. So the precipitates of Fe2 positive in excess of alkali are also insoluble. Now let's start the precipitation of Fe3 positive with NaOH. So what happens? Let us observe. So when drop wise alkali is added, we can see the precipitate formation. The cloudiness is seen in the test tube. We can see here. Okay. So let us add excess to it and let's watch that is this precipitate soluble or insoluble. So if we are adding excess, we can find that still the precipitation is going on, but the precipitates which were already formed are insoluble in excess of NaOH. So first, what is the color of the precipitate? It is reddish brown in color. And the precipitates which are formed, they are insoluble in excess of alkali. Now the next one we will do with copper 2 positive. The color is blue, the salt color is blue. And let's begin with the addition of NaOH to this. So if any cation gives you pale blue precipitate, that means the salt contains copper. So we are doing this for this purpose, to identify the cation present in the salt. So here copper 2 positive is present and the precipitate is pale blue. Let us now see that what happened when excess of alkali is added to it. So one drop by drop we will add excess. And what we are finding is the precipitates which are formed are insoluble in excess of alkali. Okay, so this is one second observation in this case. Now let's begin with the precipitation of zinc 2+ ion, and let's just now first add alkali to Zn2 positive salt. Any Zn2 positive salt you can take, and drop by drop you need to add the alkali, and let's observe what you can see. The PPT is settled down. Now let's begin that what happened in excess of NaOH. So it is white precipitates we are observing when zinc is added, when NaOH is added to zinc 2 positive salt. And if we add excess to this salt, we can find that the precipitate is dissolving. So it is soluble in excess of NaOH. So first it was settling down, but then it was soluble in excess. Now the last one is the reaction of sodium hydroxide with lead salt. The salt of lead which we have considered here is lead nitrate, because lead salts are mostly insoluble. Only lead nitrate is soluble. So addition of NaOH to lead nitrate, we can see a cloudiness appearing. That is the insoluble solid. It is known as a precipitate, and the precipitate of lead is white in color. Now let's add excess to it and find out that the PPT is soluble or insoluble. So when we are adding excess, still the precipitation is formed. Let's add more. But what we can find here is that above part, the PPT is also dissolving. Now we can see that the precipitates are soluble in excess of NaOH. Since in today's class you have learned that the precipitate formation of the alkali with metallic salts, and with the help of today's lecture you will be able to find out the cations present in the given salt. Thank you so much.